I bleached it. Next thing you know, he's wearing a glove like my MJ.
Yeah, whatever. Hey,
Then he starts going.
Get rid of all the germs. Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first time, and you know, with my friends, I would go back because it was fun. It's fun. And there's no bullshit. Honestly, there was no bullshit. Usually, I want to go to a regular bar.
Well, you know, they say
there's always fights. Girls are trying to get drinks from you.
Right.
Chicks are fighting. You do get mad because you're talking to a girl. It's like, dude, how am I supposed to know that you're talking to her or that's your chick? Yeah. You know, like, how am I supposed to? I'm not fucking Miss Cleo. I can't read your mind.
I don't go to clubs, bars, no more, none of that shit. But they do say that, like, a lot of celebrities will say this. Like, because sometimes celebrities get dragged into, like, tabloids and shit that they were at the gay bar and this and that. And now Tom Cruise is gay, you know, or Brad Pitt was gay. He was spotted at the gay bar, right? Something like that, right? But they say a lot of celebrities do it. A lot of normal people do it, too, like straight people, not normal. Straight people.
I've been to gay bars.
Yeah, they go there and just relax and shit because it's less drama.
But, it was less drama, but it's hilarious.
Well,
fun.
But
I mean, if you take a woman... I've taken women, and they're still going to get hit on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is a lot
just not by men.
Right, There's a lot of drama in that world. You know what I mean? In that world, there can be a lot more drama. You know what I mean? A gay relationship.
But if you're secure in your relationship, you don't have to worry about it.
No, but it's a good, and honestly, it was a really good time. And you know what? Another one, too I went to was Club Asia. That was at one of my friend's birthdays, her 21st birthday.
Ending.
Dude, I couldn't tell the difference how these guys looked.
Between all the Asians?
What? No. This is a transgender club.
Well, you said Club Asia, so...
Well, sorry, it's because Bangkok, Thailand is really known for it. Like, the traps. Like, they're really good. And I couldn't tell the difference because of how well everyone was. And we went there. It's actually a restaurant with dancers and things like that. And they have like this game.
What, they got like belly dancers?
No.
No?
No.
What kind of dancers?
Not that kind of.
Well, you know, I mean, they're traps, but they're transgender, but they can be belly dancers also.
No, they're not trying to show their belly.
This isn't Egypt.
They're trying to show something else.
Okay, we're not in Egypt, bro. All right?
Hey,
all right? They're doing Buffalo Bill style from Silence of the Lambs, tucking it back, doing Goodbye Horses.
It's funny you bring that up. I'm going to do a deep fake with that.
God damn it. But anyways.
You do something with that?
Yeah.
But, no,
God. Put the bleeps on. Put the bleeps on.
It's not going to be my face.
Yeah. You couldn't tell, though.
You're going to put really not good. DeVito again, huh?
No, you know what deepfakes is?
Deepfake's really good. Oh,
you've seen it where they put someone else's face.
Supposed to tell me.
Oh, yeah, with a swap.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, let me get some of your skills.
What are you going to do? You going to put your face on someone else's body or what?
No, I'm going to put someone else's face on someone else's body.
Ricky Bobby opened them
on that Silence of the Lambs dance thing.
Just put his.
Cool. Cool.
Hey,
I hope you like it because it's going to be your face.
That's what I was going to say. No, but you should do. You should do what's her name?
I'm tripping.
What's her name from Basic Instinct? In that one scene, she put his face on it, where she moves her legs and shows her muff. Put his face on it.
No, Sharon Stone.
Yeah, Sharon Stone. There you go.
No, I already started working on it. It takes hours and hours to train these things.
I was thinking of Charlize Theron.
Then it's copyrighted, so you'd be like for nothing.
Oh, but it'll still get attention. So that's.
Oh yeah, but they'll probably pull it though.
Oh, it'll be demonetized because of the music that's playing in the background.
Okay.
But it's fine. I just want people to come to the channel.
Yeah. Cool. Just hope it ain't nothing too gay.
Yeah. You've seen.
Sliding down a dick or something.
No, you've already seen that. You've seen Silence of the Lambs.
Wait, but I'll be like, hey, why are me and
it's
Bobby?
I'm not putting your face on. I'm putting someone else's. I already started.
Why are Bobby and I in a tent in Brokeback Mountain? What's going on?
Yeah. You're trying to grab my nuts? Here. A packet of nuts, like fucking in the movie with what's his name? Anthony Anderson.
Departed.
Movie 3.
Huh? Yeah, what's
Scary Movie 3?
Yeah.
Departed? It was him. No, it was him and
He was in Departed.
Anthony Anderson?
Yeah.
Oh, where?
Yeah, he was.
He was in the police academy with.
He was. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, it was Scary Movie 3 though.
It was him and Kevin Hart.
Yeah, that's right.
What's it called?
Scary Movie 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the spoof.
Yeah, I don't watch those.
And then he's like, remember that time?
I know. I don't watch them anymore. I watched them like fucking when they first came out, you know. But then I was like, it's kind of stupid.
Well, that's what's funny about it. Just dumb.
Yeah, just dumb.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Then
it's like a fucking like a Loaded Weapon or not.
Loaded Weapon 1 was funny.
That was funny.
Yeah. But Scary Movie 2 is by far my favorite.
Yeah.
Scary Movie 2 is by far.
Or Airplane. Airplane was like the first.
What's his name? He stole that movie. The dude with the small hand. I forget his name. Chris.
Oh yeah, that guy did. Yeah.
Dude, he stole that movie, man.
Cabin Boy.
Yeah. Oh my God, he stole that movie.
Yeah.
Grab my own.
What's his name? Chris what?
Something. I forget his name.
Peterson or something like that.
Yeah, but he's funny. Yeah. And he's like he kind of reminds me of what's his name? The dude.
He was also something about Mary, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wiggly or something like that. Wiggy.
Yeah, Wiggy.
Yeah.
Who else is God damn, what's his name? He's always in Adam Sandler's movies. He doesn't have big roles, but he steals it sometimes.
Okay.
Spade.
No, not Spade.
Steve Buscemi.
No, not Buscemi.
Not Crazy Eyes.
The big guy?
No. The other one. The other one from Benchwarmers. What's his name again?
Oh, Rob Schneider.
Oh, yeah. Nick Schwartzen?
No, Rob Schneider. Dude, he can do it too. When he has cameos in movies, I'm like, dude, how do you just steal it?
Yeah.
When you're like in a whole movie, you're kind of like, yeah, this dude's funny. But when he's in that short, small role,
they just write that one little thing for him and they get it right. Yeah.
You can do
it. My favorite one is from Grandma's Boy.
He's like that too. He's just like that.
Well, Schwartzen steals it in Grandma's Boy.
No.
The car bed. Oh my God. Living with his roommates.
No, he steals it when he walks in and he's on a flip phone with the little
dealer, bro,
with the
with
thing.
The monkey.
No, Dante.
Yeah, he's the one that steals it right there.
No, he steals it when he walks in and the room smells like weed and shitty, and he goes, "So what the fuck is this shit?" He's all looks like a Cypress Hill concert. Yeah, I don't rent those kind of people. And then he's all, for the last 6 months, you don't pay me rent. But it's just funny, and because he acts just like a landlord, and he's all, you have 5 minutes, and you don't get your shit out of here. I'll have my toothbrush.
That's when he throws the
remove
bomb.
your nuts through your anus. And I was just like, oh my God. But it was just funny because you have this short role.
Right.
And it's like, okay, how am I going to literally execute it to where they're going to remember the small cameo? What's his name does it too? Benicio del Toro. He does it too. Usual Suspects. Fucking stole that shit too.
He did.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even supposed to say it like that because you thought it was
he
like.
said the line.
He's like,
lineup.
It sounds too. Yeah, it sounds too plain. No, he purposely fucked up because he even admitted it sounded too plain.
Yeah.
And all those people are laughing, really laughing. And the guy that's back there is telling him like, "Hey, can you say it correctly?" Like they didn't know like it was still going.
Right.
But he was telling like, "Dude, say it fucking right."
I actually thought Stephen Baldwin had the best one where he was just.
Oh, yeah. He's all kids, you fucking cocksucker.
Yeah, he did have good.
Yeah, they all did it. But yeah, Benicio del Toro does when he has small roles too. He does able to steal it, and I'm like, dude. And that's another skill too for actors too. When you do a good movie, you can do a good movie, but sometimes when actors have small roles, Tom Cruise, Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! I think without him, that movie would never been really complete.
Robert Downey Jr. killed it.
And he stole it.
He killed it.
In what movie?
That was Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah.
He killed it, bro.
Yeah.
The black guy.
Yeah.
But he was playing 3 people in one, which was great. Like, how do you get an actor to play an actor?
The black guy.
Yeah, he's a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
He nailed it right down to a T, man, and it made it hella funny. He didn't make it racist. You know what I mean?
He was racist. What are you talking about?
Robert Downey Jr.?
I mean, he was wearing blackface through the whole movie.
Well, not only that, he made a lot of racist remarks.
But he didn't make it
talking
racist,
about collard greens and good times. And talking about how us people,
he was playing that character as the
I know, but you said he didn't make any racist remarks, but he was.
He made it where like
remarks.
Racist.
Remarks though. I would say remarks more than negative.
Okay, remarks. Yeah.
But that's what. But he nailed it though.
He didn't make it negative. You know what I mean?
No, right.
You know what I mean? And it was fucking funny. And Tom Cruise though, that didn't look like Tom Cruise.
Right, and that's what was great about it.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise doesn't really play those kind of roles. And that's what I loved about it. He
looked like more like the fucking little flying thing from Star Wars.
And that's what was great about his character because he's in a fat suit and he's talking. I'm like, dude, I've watched almost every Tom Cruise movie he's ever come out with, and not one time have you ever seen him act that way.
Yeah.
And it just felt like
Tropic Thunder.
What's his name?
Jack Black.
What's his name? Just gave him the script and said, "Hey, dude, just say how you feel about this shit."
Jack Black.
Literally.
Robert Downey Jr.
Tom Cruise he was writing that script for 8 years.
Who?
Stiller.
Was he wrote
and Jack Black's character was literally made for Chris Farley at the time.
Was it really?
At the time, yeah.
But 8 years. I mean, Chris Farley's been gone long.
Well, no, beforehand, way beforehand. The script was already like completed, but it never got greenlit until that time.
So he started it when Farley was still alive.
Yeah, Farley was still alive.
Around the fucking when he did
so
that
he created
last movie was it the Western one he did, the funny one, him and who was it?
Something Heroes.
Yeah, something Heroes like it was about Lewis and Clark.
Yeah, and
I don't know if I saw that.
But that's why
it wasn't
his last movie.
that Jackie Chan one, was it?
No,
that
was Shanghai Nights. That was Shanghai Nights.
Or something around where they go around the world.
Yeah, that was with him.
Yeah, that's Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that was Chris Farley's last movie that he ever made on camera. Was appearances was that movie right there. It was about Lewis and Clark, but they made it as a spoof. It was Chris Farley, and it was who was the other guy? Was it?
Oh, it's a dude from Friends.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it is. Yeah. Matthew Broderick?
No, not Matthew Broderick. Not Ferris Bueller.
Matthew Perry.
Yeah, there you go.
Perry, yeah.
That's him, yeah,
Perry. Yeah. And it was pretty funny, but that was his last movie, man. That movie was, like 96 probably, huh?
It flopped, though, hella hard.
It did flop.
I think it flopped because he was at that stage.
But when it came up, yeah, exactly. That's why.
He was at that point where,
it did.
Towards the end.
But when it came on like a VHS at the time, and then DVD, that's when it made some noise, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I always watched some of his movies, too.
Like Almost Heroes, huh?
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Almost Heroes. Almost Heroes.
Water anything?
No, I'll take water.
Yeah, I'll take another brew, man. Please.
That's the one thing about, I can watch, like, a lot of characters who have passed, not characters, sorry, actors who have passed.
Yeah.
I can always go back and be like, God damn it, dude, why the fuck did you have to do this dumbass shit?
Right.
But not, Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
I loved
it's
his
comedic, bro.
Well, Gene Wilder lasted longer than Richard Pryor did.
Well,
but I love their kind of humor because they fed off each other.
But see, back then though, that said a lot with life in general about back then. Like with your sports stars too, your old school wrestlers, your rock stars, your rap stars and shit like that. That it's that lifestyle that was set for back in that time. Everybody was partying. Everybody did drugs. Everybody did alcohol. Thank you. And so it was set like that, you know what I mean? So, what do you want to open it?
I thought you wanted a beer.
It's a dude. You can open it with your hands.
She gave me one.
Oh.
You can open it with your hands.
I know. She gave me one, so.
Then why'd you ask me if I was gonna open it? What the fuck?
Because she gave me one, and then I have another beer coming at me. And so I thought, I'll try to be kind. Goddamn, sorry, man.
But they kind of complimented each other if you think about it.
They did.
They did.
It was that lifestyle that fucking everybody was just involved with. Kurt Cobain and shit. That was the life.
Well, I was talking about that kind of life it was kind of like yin and yang, like
big time.
Like Gene Wilder wasn't into that kind of scene, but Pryor did. But Gene kept Pryor in check most of the time. And same thing with Spade and Farley. But Spade and Farley did the same thing. Spade kept Farley in check too most of the time. He had to keep him in check because they were good. They were like they've been friends for years.
Oh yeah, since SNL.
Well, before that too.
But you see, in Farley's jacket though, his tag, it said Belushi in it. Yeah. He always wrote Belushi because he looked up to John Belushi. Well, and if you see it, you could tell there's a resemblance of Chris Farley's actions and John Belushi.
The whole over the top thing.
Everything. The way he acts, how he holds himself, same exact way John Belushi did. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And John Belushi was addicted to fucking heroin. You know what I mean? That's why they call it Belushi.
Mm-hmm.
And so Chris Farley he got addicted to heroin.
I thought it was cocaine.
Yeah. No. At first it was. Yep. At first, before he got into that, and that's another one too. What's his name? The dude from Harold Ramis. Harold Ramis. The whole movie for National Lampoon. Okay. The whole movie for National Lampoon. He actually got drug tested. That was his first movie sober.
Which one?
Fully.
Which one? Which Lampoon?
Animal House. That was his first movie fully sober. And he still nailed it because Harold Ramis wanted to tell Belushi, like, dude, you can still be you. He was in Ghostbusters. You can still be you. Yeah, you can still be you being sober without doing that shit because he wanted to prove a point to him.
Egon.
The whole scene when
Spangler.
he drank the thing.
That was Egon?
Yeah, the whole scene when he drank the Jack Daniels, that was just tea. It was just, sugar tea.
Well, it's Hollywood,
and he's told him, he's like, look at it. He told him, like, look. You can still be you and still not do this shit. And then after the movie, what happens? He relapses. Mm-hmm. But there's another thing about that whole movie. What's fucked up is that so they separated. I was watching this whole behind the scenes of it.
Yeah, I've seen it before too.
And what was really fucked up is that the whole cast was separated for the whole movie.
Yeah.
They wanted these guys like Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon really got spanked, and they really went through military school.
With that fucking.
Are you talking about Animal House still?
Kevin Bacon really got spanked.
Kevin Bacon?
Yeah,
he was in the movie. That.
He was the guy that was on Thank You, Sir, May I Have Another?
Yeah,
he got spanked. They all went to military school. Well, but the other guys, like Belushi and all the other cats and the other guys, they got to go party with everybody else like a real fraternity so they can accept it. And remember that scene where Otter comes in, he has a black eye? That was a real black eye from the night before. They got into a fight at a fraternity, and Helen Mirren said, "What happened?" He's like, "I got in a fight." He's all, "Perfect, we're going to use it."
Right.
And I was like, Jesus Christ, this movie was really based on their experiences.
Yeah.
And they purposely hated each other. That's what they wanted. They wanted him to hate. And the worst person was Kevin Bacon.
A lot of times back in the day, that's how it was. That's how they made movies. That's how they made music. That's how they made fucking wrestling. They made the sports. They made it like that. They fucking wanted you to hate that person.
And same thing with Top Gun.
Because it was the fucking energy.
The Top Gun. The whole thing with Tom Cruise and what's his name?
Fucking, who was it?
From Heat. You know what I'm talking about.
Val Kilmer?
Yep. They really didn't like each other. They were against... Dude, they were basically... It was kind of like they were against each other because they were the two hottest dudes.
Don't lie.
I hated it.
He still watches it.
Before, what's his name?
We're going to go and watch it later.
Before Brad Pitt... Before Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise and Kevin Bacon... Not Kevin... Goddamn Kevin Bacon. Val Kilmer. They were the two hottest dudes in Hollywood. And it was like they were competing for the hotness. And we're perfect dudes for rivals in Airfield.
And you guys watched
They fed off that shit, dude.
On the big old fucking 65-inch.
Yeah.
Well, Tom Cruise aged a lot better than Val Kilmer did.
Well, no, he actually has a serious medical condition.
Yeah,
too.
He does.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
It's that Scientology shit.
No, what's his name said that... did you watch...
His stomach.
Did you watch his whole thing about... what's his name? Kevin Smith? About the new movie, Jay and Silent Bob?
Mm-mm.
He openly admitted because Val Kilmer's in it.
Is he really?
Yeah, he actually has an issue with his throat.
Yeah.
He has
a thyroid or something?
Yeah, so he can't talk throughout the whole movie. So as a joke, Val Kilmer came up with a joke by writing to him and typing to him saying, "Hey, well, why don't we just use my disease as a joke?" And I was like,
put it in his life, then.
But you know how awesome that is to take the problem you have and turn it around and add it to the movie. You know, and he said there was a scene where he's typing on a cell phone, he's handing it to people in the movie, and I'm like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Really funny.
He almost died, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He lost like 150 fucking pounds. Just like quick, boom.
Wow.
Yeah, from like.
It was after MacGruber. It was after MacGruber.
That fucking movie where he was shot caller.
Was it Shot Caller or was it after MacGruber when he started really having the serious problem?
The one where he was fucking yoked?
That's not Shot Caller.
That's not Shot Caller. MacGruber. I think it was MacGruber.
No, I know the one you're talking about.
One.
Yeah, it's not Shot Caller.
Yeah. He was yoked.
I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah. And,
that was CGI.
No.
I know it was a joke.
Him, bro.
No, it's 15 years, 16 years, 20 maybe.
Yeah. But after that movie, that was about the time he started getting sick, and then he just lost hella weight. And then he was into that Scientology, I think it is, like Tom Cruise.
I never heard anything about that.
No,
he was into that, right? And his family kept on begging him to get some help by the doctors and go see the surgeons and see what they can do for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was so thick-headed about it and believed, I guess, the Scientology that he was telling him no. He was just gonna let the Lord take him because the Lord wanted to take him. You know what I mean? It was his time to go.
Well, it's not the Lord in Scientology. It's like Nagu or something.
No, well, I still think Scientology is like literally
some alien.
Yeah, Scientology is the opposite of Christians.
That's what Tom Cruise
They believe in God.
Right?
They believe in science creating humans. You know what I mean? It's the complete opposite, and both sides have.
That's what
there's pros and cons to it.
Is the Scientology, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's the same fucking thing because they're buddies too, you know. But at the end though, it was getting so bad that he was getting hospitalized. He was real sick, you know, and so he finally just said, "Forget it," and he's gonna do what his family wanted him to do. So he went to the doctors and see what was going on, and he's a real sick man. I don't know if he gained any weight. How do you look in that movie?
You can see it in his face.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see the movie, but they showed a clip, and
did they show like his body?
He has a suit on. It's kind of like resembles Batman in a way. That was the whole joke.
Right.
The whole joke.
Well, it's Kevin Smith. Yeah.
Well, he's actually playing
Batman and Chronic.
Right. But at the same time too, as a joke, he's wearing a fat Batman suit because the
he lost hell weight.
But he was also played Batman.
Yeah.
He did too.
Yeah,
but,
he did.
But yeah, you could see in his
Batman
cheeks,
Robin,
you could see all that. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this guy's dying.
Yeah. Yeah,
Same, yeah. You know who else was dying too, and he was trying to make like one last comeback was
Patrick Swayze?
Yeah, Swayze.
Yeah, I know. We talked about that.
The Beast. Remember that?
Yeah,
The Beast.
The movie, or the show.
It's a show. It's like one season.
He only made like 7 episodes or something like that, huh? Yeah. And it started showing on him, though. His stomach started getting bloated and shit. He just looked terrible. He looked real bad.
You know who I thought was dying too, but somehow he's still kicking, was 2 of them. Was Magic Johnson and fucking Billy Bob Thornton, dude.
Why do you think Billy Bob was dying?
Because how skinny he is, dude. He's so bony.
That's just regular size for him.
No,
You know
but it's just like
regular.
And crack.
Well, drugs probably, and alcohol and shit,
Just a little crack.
Him and
him and Angelina Jolie, they used to fucking like have sex and shit with knives and shit. You know what I mean?
They were into that crazy
shit.
stuff.
Cut each other.
Well,
Jolie
Lee's on the next level of sexual contact.
Yeah.
She's on some next level shit, dude.
She is. Well, I guess fucking everyone got tired of it. Brad Pitt fucking got 12 kids now because of her. All adopted.
Yeah.
Fuck, a church.
They could adopt me. I'll be okay with that.
I hear that, but you're like, God damn, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
They're like, you're an adult. No, I'm 10, but I just grew really tall.
Right. I'm just big for my age.
I know. I got that Benjamin Button disease.
There was that.
Oh, there we go, Benjamin Button. Hit it.
I was watching Dr. Phil, and there was that one girl that was adopted, and they said that she was really 30, not 6, and the parents left her. She had
that disease or what?
She was.
Is this I think I read something about this. She got abandoned. But the adopted parents moved out of the country or something.
Yeah, she was.
Really?
And they left her there.
Yeah, because they thought she was 30, or they say they thought she was 30, but she wasn't.
Got him.
Yeah, but how do you really know?
Yeah, I guess if you adopt someone from out of the country,
Ukraine.
It's like one of those things where like dudes get married
like
and have kids with their sister, and they never knew they had a sister because they gave them up for adoption.
Hair
and shit.
follicle or some blood.
Will that tell you how old you are?
Yeah. It should. If you get fucking science into it, it will.
Cut you in half.
Well, I don't know why you want to get
like
cut me in half.
Like a tree.
But that's a little bit too far from science there. I'm not trying to be in fucking Area 51.
My wife and I, we are so much alike that we definitely got some DNA tests before we got married.
Really?
Yeah, dude. That's what I was saying.
What was it come?
We're not related.
Yeah, thank God, right?
They're only third cousins.
Yeah, but that shit really does happen, dude. You don't know that your mom doesn't tell you, or your dad doesn't tell you that they gave up your brother or sister for adoption. You're the only one. Next thing you know, you accidentally married and banged your sister and had a kid. You know what I mean? That's just a trip.
I mean,
and that will scar you permanently for life. You don't know how to deal with life
anymore.
Bro,
yeah.
You're gonna off yourself.
Your son's your brother. And
come here, son, brother.
Your fucking wife.
Your son's your nephew.
Your son's a bro son.
Yeah.
It's bro son. Come here, bro son. Is that his name? No, it's my brother and my son.
But I mean, I guess it does happen to some people, man. But
it's complicated.
Yeah.
It's very complicated. Yeah, extremely.
It's the Fight Club.
It is the Fight Club.
Don't talk about it.
You're right.
Hey, what do you think of doppelgangers though?
Doppelgangers.
Like when you see, damn well you're looking at yourself in real fucking life.
I've never seen myself, but my daughter was in Arizona at Lake Havasu, and she said she saw my doppelganger was a cop.
Oh, okay, I know what you're saying. Like your twin?
But that's the trip, though. What if you really, that's how trippy it is. You really don't have a twin, and 2 other random-ass people make you.
No, definitely.
All of a sudden, they accidentally figured out the equation to make another Chris.
They say that there's a twin of you, of everybody in the world.
Yeah. And I've seen it, dude. It's creepy.
Yeah? You see your own
creepy.
twin?
Yeah, it's creepy.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, I used to go to high school with them.
I used to go to high school.
It's
that was your brother.
Trip.
Yeah.
No,
you just don't know it.
No.
He was adopted.
Out.
No, because this guy was born in a different state, and so was I. We even asked our parents.
Can't travel?
So what? So
my dad left me when I was 2.
How'd you say he was your twin though?
I have a stepsister. He
dressed like you or what? What was going on?
No, he dressed completely different than me.
So how do you explain it though?
Well, first off, teachers would get us confused. Secondly, we would go to parent-teacher conference and they would ask for him. Like, oh, where's your other son? We don't have another son. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
No, for real. No, it's legit.
Where's Dante's brother?
Yeah, there's been times. No, there's like, oh, here's a perfect example. Here's a perfect
and
example.
you guys weren't related at all, man.
Here's a perfect example. So, my mom, I almost got arrested for his dumbass. Okay? No, this is high school.
Like a brother.
No. Well,
yeah, I've had a warrant out because of one of my brothers.
Yeah, exactly. Brother, yeah.
So this guy decides to streak across the quad, and we already graduated, but there was we got to leave school 3 days early before school was actually out on a Friday, and he decides, him and two other guys I knew went and streaked. While they went and did that,
We're going streaking.
I'm actually up in Yosemite. I'm actually up in Yosemite camping with 6 other of my friends. At that time, I had a video camera. We're having a blast. We're swinging off trees into the lake and stuff like that.
That's a nice alibi.
So,
right.
and I had video footage. I have video footage during the time, what they were doing, and date, and what I was doing. And I was even in the damn video. And the one thing, it was hella funny. The vice principal said to my mom, he's like, I seen your son. I know what he looks like. And he ran across naked. And when he said that, my mom was all like, so you seen my son's penis? Out of the blue. And I'm like, like that. And there's cops there too, because they're going to arrest me.
That's what I was
And
saying
he's
too.
like, well, that's not what I know. You just said, I know
know
what my son looks like, and you seen him naked. You've seen my son's penis. And I'm just like, oh shit, dude, this is about to get real. But he fucked up. and the police officer, and well, he said the wrong thing. Like, you don't just tell my mom or a parent of a student or an ex-student that used to go there that you've seen him naked before. That's the wrong thing to say in the first place. Yeah. So the cop actually asked, he's like, did you have evidence? I was like, yeah, I actually have my video camera during that time. I go, what time was that? He said during lunch. I was like, around 12. So I played it. There was a time and date, and during that time, I was getting videotaped during lunchtime, swinging off into the lake off the tree. And then the cop says, we have nothing here, blah, 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 you're free to go. And then he's about to get up. He's like, no, you need to sit down. And I was like...
He was there with you?
The vice principal?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
sucks to be you. But not the other guy. Now you're twin.
No. Because I already knew who it was when he said that. I was like, fuck, I already know who this guy is.
That's the expression when they say brother from a different mother, right?
Right. But that's why I said... But that's why I said, like, they used to get us confused on who was who because we looked so much similar.
And you guys went to the same school?
Yeah.
Well, that's a fun trip, yeah. I see.
First cousins.
Yeah, it had to be. You guys see each other at family reunions?
Yeah.
Wayne, get that cake right there.
No, but I know, that he's not my brother because I've seen my other family. I know of them. They don't know of me. So.
Yeah. No. I mean, I heard, this back in the day, like around 2000 era, that I had a twin somewhere out in Turlock, you know what I mean? Because back then I had my long hair, and I didn't have I think I had like a little goatee going on.
Was this your mullet days?
Well, it wasn't mullet, but it was long hair,
I didn't call it a mullet, but yeah, it was like that.
My Kid Rock days.
European style.
Oh,
yeah,
mullet.
there you go. And,
sorry. Let me rephrase that for you.
Huh?
It was a mullet.
My gigolo. There you go.
Yeah. Is your mullet? It's your mullet.
That's right. Got to put a little.
European style.
That's right. Well, that's the Italian side, yes, man. But so I don't know, but that's what my boy said. He's like, I swear I seen your twin at the gym. I'm like, really? And I'm like, shit. Maybe was he 6'4" and fucking 285 pounds?
Was he good looking? Must have been good looking.
Well, minus the mustache, didn't have that at the time either, So we had competition though, Me and him were both in the body world, we were doing fitness modeling, and I seen him there, I had to do my Lou Ferrigno. He did his Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I beat him. Got the pot trophy to prove it.
There you go.
God.
I
beat him. What's your proof? Right here. That's for Pog. I still beat him. I got a trophy for it.
Wait, man. After we hit them roids, we were sweating motherfucking bullets. He had a slammer. You know? Yeah. But no, I don't know. But that's what they say. They do say you got a twin of somewhere in the world, man. It'd be a trip to meet them.
Yeah, it's either a twin. It's either a physical twin or it's a mental twin.
Or it's a fucking twin that the government made. They cloned your ass.
Oh fuck.
It could happen. Could happen. Look at all these fucking celebrities. Some of them kind of, questionable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm gonna go out to the limb and say it's true.
Like Dave Chappelle, dude.
Something's questionable.
When he resurfaced, dude, the conspiracy theories went through the roof about him. How he doesn't look like himself. He doesn't act like himself.
He's a lot bigger.
He's huge, and he's a completely different person.
Who's that?
I mean, I can see like people
Chappelle?
change.
Oh.
I can see how people change.
People change, right?
That they do change.
He's old now. He gained some weight.
Yeah,
I was skinny as fuck when I was a kid too.
Chappelle was, he was hella skinny.
Yeah,
though.
but
Until I was like 30.
There's a big difference between aging and your whole facade, the persona, whatever you want to call it, is completely different.
Well, they said that about DMX.
He's grown up now.
DMX is a dumbass.
They said, wow, DMX is whatever. I like DMX.
I like a lot of his music.
You know, I didn't know him and Prince are the same height. 4'7",
yeah,
4'8".
Small, bro. He's short.
Fuck. Yeah, but the music videos make him look like he's like 6'2", brother, bro.
He's short, bro.
Holy shit.
Same thing with the Ludacris. Ludacris is short too.
No, I know Ludacris is short, but he's not that short though.
Yeah.
He's not 4'7", 4'8". No.
Oh, he's like 5'4".
Who? Ludacris?
No, Prince.
Prince? No, Prince is shorter than that.
What is he?
Yeah, he's short.
He's short. I know that. 5'4" is pretty short, though.
5'3".
Hey, he's short, but that dude's a fucking pimp.
5'3".
If
Who's
hey,
Prince?
Prince, dude.
Well, I mean, I don't know how fucking hard you can be
you know
in
what?
the grave.
You know what? I don't.
Hey, he's
You
getting
know,
on with
I don't
the dead
mind
people.
saying. Hey, I don't mind saying a dude looks good, but that's one.
I don't
sexy
know, man.
motherfucker,
You've been
bro.
saying some fucking gay clues over here.
Gay clues.
The
The evidence is piling up.
Yeah, bro, it's coming out.
I feel
piling up.
now.
I think this is a conspiracy. You and David over here.
Yeah, okay.
You know, shit, but no. DMX,
It started with wrestling.
It didn't start wrestling. It must have been all that body odor.
But yeah, but guess who brought out the belt first?
Ew.
You brought out the belt.
I know it's a setup, bro. It's a
Yeah.
conspiracy over here. I'm telling you. But yeah, DMX, so man, he's especially when he first came back out of prison and shit, out of rehab and things. You know, everyone was like, "That's not the real DMX. That don't even look like him. Don't even sound like him. Nothing." And it really didn't look like him, and didn't sound like him. He got older, of course, but it didn't. The whole sound was off too. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing with his comedy though too. His comedy, not DMX, sorry, Chappelle, it's still the same.
Yeah,
he can still execute, but it's just his personality
They say
is completely different.
P. Diddy, they say Jay-Z.
Well, P. Diddy,
any of those celebrities that went to the Illuminati side and became fucking weird, that's what they're saying.
well, you gotta look at P. Diddy though too. After the whole thing with Biggie, he had a complete turnaround in his life, he was more successful by turning around than he was then. Though. Yeah. Without Biggie, he wouldn't have been successful.
No.
You know what I mean? Like that's a different kind of turnaround in your life. Yeah. You know,
it's like Biggie was a stepping stone, not meant to be, but it just happened that way.
But then when
his death came, then P. Diddy stepped up.
Right. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. But then after a while, he fucked up. He just that whole like
the show.
The whole show.
Making the band.
The whole meaning that Biggie fucking left for everybody to enjoy and to live as, you know what I mean? There's rules, there's regulations, there's street codes and shit like that Biggie was telling, you know, and all these messages he was leaving. P. Diddy just trampled all over him and shit on him, did his own thing, forgot about Biggie, forgot about his family, all that shit, and it was just about P. Diddy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's how I see it.
Well, it got to his head after that stepping stone, like
that's
you said.
That's what I'm saying. It's the Illuminati shit.
It got to his head.
Yeah. And then he started just doing weird shit. Now he dresses in Uggs and shit like that. You know what I mean?
He's trying to make a comeback.
Uggs. Yeah. And it's just, he's out
Next
there,
thing you know, he's wearing FUBU.
just like Kanye. You know
no,
what I mean?
Kanye is tormented, bro. That's the difference.
Kanye's something.
I was at my mom's house a week ago, and my sisters were watching that show, the Kardashian show. I'm like, dude, this is fucking garbage. But they showed him on TV, and I'm like, this poor guy. Like he real like you can see it in his face like like he's basically like I fucked up and if I fucking leave this bitch is gonna fucking drain my wallet, like, you know what I mean? Like you can see it in his face. It's just like this poor guy, and he's sitting there listening to his wife and her sister's bullshit ass drama, and it's just like, God damn, you really.
When Kim
yourself.
is done, she'll be done with him.
It
don't matter.
So.
Kim ain't gonna be done.
Well, now,
Oh, bull.
listen to this now. Listen to this.
They got more popular ever since their dad got a vagina.
Oh, yep.
They really did.
They really did. They really did. Yeah. Right here.
You know what's a trip though? They were going downhill until that happened. Isn't that kind of a coincidence?
They weren't going downhill, but they're fading away.
But you know that to me is a coincidence. That's too big of a coincidence.
Yeah, it is.
You're telling me, oh yeah, the ratings are falling. It's okay. I'm getting a vagina. It's getting tough back, guys. Oh yeah, this is gonna save us.
Yeah, he became tranny, I guess.
No, there's a difference.
There is difference.
There's a difference.
Well,
okay?
you should know.
There's difference.
Yeah, but anyways,
I've experienced one, dude. It was a weird experience.
So what's the difference? If you just can't tell, then it's a trap.
So I'll give you my experience, okay? We're at this place called the Death Guild in San Francisco. Yeah, it's a gothic industrial club, really cool ass club, okay? Like girls would be walking in there with electrical tape on their nipples, just hanging 10, you know.
Nice Adam's apple.
No, this is where I'm gonna get at. So, black lights, everything works. We're having fun, drunk, having a good time. There's this blonde-headed chick that was there. We're dancing, boom, boom, boom. Lights come on. I kind of look, my eyes kind of focus. She has Adam's apple.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck. I said that hella loud. And it was like one of those scenes in a movie where someone says something and the whole room just shuts up at the right moment. It happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. And then the dude's like, I gotta go. And everyone's looking and my friends are laughing. And I was like, God damn it, dude. Like, all right. I experienced one. I ain't gonna deny it. I had a good time.
Her name's Tanya at the place, but in the car it's George.
No, it's Troy.
Yeah, Tony.
Troy.
Tony.
But
Tony
no.
the Tiger.
So I kind of said something the other day to my friend.
Tony the tranny.
Because so my friend. So I said something really messed up and I stopped using it, but now my friend uses it. Now you took my word and uses it as a racial slur.
What, the trap?
I'm gonna tell you what I said.
All right.
So there's a lot of I guess what's going on now with Tinder is that a lot of dudes are going as female, and they're hitting up my friend, and they even put in the thing like
Explains it all.
trans. It says one guy had said transfer's not complete, 75% done. Boobs coming in for 100%. And I'm like, dude, this is fucking crazy.
On hormones, huh?
Oh, yeah, on this other shit. Yeah. So I was just like, okay, whatever, blah, blah. And then he asked me, he's all, hey, Wei, if this guy was into you and he was telling you all this stuff, what would you say to him? I was like, my honest truth? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I like my bitches homegrown, not synthetic. And it just came out my mouth, and he's like, "Dude, that is the most." And he's all that is the most racist shit I've ever heard from you. And I was like, "How's that racist?"
It has nothing to do with race.
Like, how's that not race? He's all transgender is now becoming a race, and that's a guy. And I was like, okay, whatever. Now he uses it, and then he'll tell me, he's like, "Dude, I got the synthetic that's talking to me." I'm like, "Oh, consult the dictionary." Come on, dude, don't take my word. So now he calls transgender synthetics.
Natural born killer.